4651 Maple in La Mesa. This is Ian with Build Brothers. Going to go ahead and do a roof inspection, but while I'm here, I figured I'd throw in some solar details. So it's worth mentioning that none of the breakers are in here. There's only a 100 amp breaker that feeds some of the other equipment, but the solar is working and working well. It's back feeding about 4,000 watts here in the middle of the day in early June. That's a great sign. We come over here and we've got a whole bunch of boxes on the wall. Just wanted to give you a little detail here, but this is a generic sub panel that has all of the circuits that don't work in the event of a power outage, basically meaning that they're not hooked up to the battery. I'll close that in a minute. This box is the Tesla backup gateway. That's kind of the brain of the battery. And this box is the electrical sub panel that has all the circuits that will work in the event of a blackout or a power outage. So the majority of the house is in here and will work on the battery. Inverter is pretty old. It is a Delta. I'm not familiar with this type of inverter. There's all your circuits. But it is working. It's doing 4,200 watts right now and 26 kilowatt hours today. That's actually pretty darn good for a system of this age. And there's the Tesla Powerwall. I believe that's a 2 or the second version. Worth mentioning that when this house gets re-roofed, this little exterior detail, what I call exterior crown molding, it's always really difficult to match because some of it will be rotten. And then it's like, where do we get that really old piece of trim to match it without replacing all of it? Patio cover looks to be in okay condition. Haven't found any dramatic rot or termite damage. Garage roof is in the same condition as majority of the house. Let's go ahead and climb this ladder and take a look at what we see up here. We got a funky little addition that was done that created some height differences. We will be able to make that look a lot better when we re-roof this home. Surprised to see drip edge. That usually means that a roof is 25 years old or newer. I would guess this roof was put on one of the first years that drip edge was required by building code. But there you see it. It's gone. It has to be replaced. It's well beyond its usable life, unfortunately. This is an architectural asphalt shingle, and the ridge caps are in really rough shape. Looks like this area was closed in or an addition was done long after these shingles were put down, because you can see that these shingles look much newer, but unfortunately they were not done properly. Wrong overlap, valleys are done wrong. The shingles go down onto the really low slope, and so that has probably been causing some issues for a while. The torch down itself, I'm really surprised it got this much age, because it looks like it's been up here for a while, but it was never done properly. When we inspect torch down, we're looking for bleed out, and that's that little strip of tar where the two layers meet, basically where it squeezes out from being melted. We've got a ton of it over here, none here. This flap is very loose. Water's getting underneath there, a couple gobs there. And then also the adhesion between the drip edge and the torch down is all bad there. Torch down on the patio cover is the same condition. And then when we re-roof this house, we can make a decision on if we want to replace all this clear corrugated with either decking and close it in, or if you do want to keep the natural light, then this could be an option to go back with this corrugated plastic. But missing shingles and exposed fiberglass and all kinds of stuff. 2, 4, 6, 7 on the back. We can handle the removal and reinstall of the existing solar. We'll store it on site and then put it back up here after the new roof goes on. Would like to know if the satellite dish can go. Nowadays we don't mount them like that. They get mounted on the stucco or anywhere where we don't penetrate the brand new roof. This house is definitely missing the attic ventilation. So the neighbors all have whirlybirds. We're going to use a style of vent called an O'Hagan vent. It's low profile. You don't see it or notice it, and works well to get the hot air out of the attic space, and most importantly, required by the manufacturers to keep our warranty on our new roof. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is that 12 on the front? 7 on the back. But yeah, based on what we were finding up here, detached garage, patio covers, low slopes. It is all beyond any kind of serviceable life. It needs to be replaced.